Today we are going to talk about detachment at work. And by work, I mean our corporate jobs, the 9 to 5 that most of us are doing. I'm personally a corporate girly and I know the highs and lows that we go through in our corporate jobs day to day. And I would like to talk about how detachment personally helped me to, achieve all my goals, my deadlines, even get a promotion by using this method of detachment. So yeah, let's get started. First, let's talk about what detachment actually is and what people think it is. So what people think detachment is like having a carefree attitude, right? Like not caring about anything. Having a carefree attitude, I don't give a damn about this, I don't give a damn about that. I'll just be carefree and I'll not care about anything. I'll live my own life really and we'll see what will happen in the future. Sadly, that is not detachment. Detachment, actually, how I can explain it to you is like you do have your goals, your ambitions, things you want to achieve, and you do work hard towards achieving them also. But if you are detached with your work, what that actually means is you do your work, you you try to strive to achieve that promotion, that raise, whatever you're looking forward to, but not base your current feeling or emotions or to say frequency on achieving that goal that is way back in the future, like way ahead in the future. Let me give an example. Like for example, you're working to get a promotion, right? So you're working day and night grinding it out, maybe having some sleepless nights also because you're thinking about getting that promotion. What can I do? How can I please my boss? What will I say in tomorrow's meeting that will impress everyone, and then maybe I'll get that promotion. So you see your frequency right now currently, it's so heavy. You're stuck. You're literally stuck with that promotion in your head, that once I will get that promotion, then I will feel good right now, right? So of course you all know it is not going to work that way, because if your frequency and your emotions are not high, good, that high feeling that you have, right, the joy, the uh, abundance that you feel when you're in a good mood, how are you going to attract something good like a promotion? You understand? Like you currently have to feel whole right now so that you vibrate in that frequency. You already have to imagine that I have done my work, I did the best that I can do, and now I'm pretty sure I'm going to get that promotion. And even if I don't, it's okay. I'll be happy, I'm joyful right now, I feel abundant, and I'll probably have other sources of income. You never know, right? A promotion is not the only way you can increase your salary, right? Maybe if you don't get that promotion, it will be much better way to you will pivot to some other projects which will earn you much more money. So having that kind of a mindset is actually being detached from your work. So let me give you my own example, right? I started way back as an intern in one of the very prestigious companies. I started as an intern, and the chances of us being converted to full time was highly dependent on our performance. So yeah, being the ambitious girl that actually I am, I worked my ass off. Yes, I said that. I worked so much. I missed my cousin's marriage, so many parties, my own parents' anniversary. I missed it all. I didn't go because I wanted to give my 100% so that, my boss gets really impressed with my work, my dedication. And I didn't take any leaves. Do you understand that? I didn't take any leaves. Just thinking that I will get converted from intern to a full-time employee in that good organization. So my energy was so heavy at that time. I was miserable literally because I was having no fun. I was just working, and when I used to go back home, I used to be in that stress that whatever I did was it correct? What I said in that meeting, did people take it in some other way? Did I offend someone? Oh my god, what that guy is thinking about me right now? And I had sleepless nights. And when the time came for the conversion, like from me going from intern to a full-time employee, the boss with whom I was working, he just left the job. He switched, he moved to another company, and we got a new boss. So he didn't know anything about me. Maybe the last boss, he left some feedback about me, but he didn't see me working one on one, right? And yeah, so everything that I worked for, it went away with that old boss. And the new boss, I had to do the entire thing again to please him, to show him that how great I am at work. Until that time, I was just exhausted, totally exhausted. I couldn't repeat. I was not able to perform that well. And you guessed it right. What happened was I was not converted to a full time employee. My internship ended after 2 long years and I was back to zero. So I didn't have a full-time job. I was jobless actually. So see how getting so attached to achieving something actually backfires, and the chances of you achieving that goal goes lower and lower. Let me tell you one more example. So I joined another company. It was a pretty good company, and being again the desperate person I am, I started giving my 100%. I used to say yes to all the work that my boss used to allocate to me. And yeah, again, missing all my parties, all my events, not going out with friends, just working, working, and grinding. Why? So that maybe I'll get a promotion or a good hike, right? What instead happened was, since I never said no to anything, I was given the job of working the graveyard shift. What a graveyard shift is, you work the entire night and in the morning you go back and sleep, and you come in the evening to work the entire night and in the morning you go back and sleep. So you see, I'm just giving you examples after examples. Whenever you will have that desperate feeling, that desperate energy around you, things will go more and more low. Your life will become more and more heavy and tough. Now I will tell you how detachment actually helped me to achieve my goals. I even got a promotion and have a pretty balanced life, I can say. After this job where I was doing the graveyard shift, I was so frustrated. Yeah, of course, I developed so many health issues as well. So I was so frustrated and burnt out, and I didn't know what to do. Like, I'm working hard and I'm not getting the result. What else can I do, right? Because at that time I didn't know about vibrations and energy and detachment and law of attraction. So what I did was I quit and I went back home to stay with my parents. So I stayed there for 2 long years and then I got bored. So I thought of giving the corporate job one more, go. So again, I came back. I worked very hard to find a job after those 2 year gap. And fortunately, I found something. But here I had already made up my mind that this is just a job for me. This is not my entire life. I am just doing this work to get paid, and I'm going to use that money to have fun in my life. Simple. That's all. So I started this job. Team was very good. My managers were amazing. Work was very good. And yeah, I used to get allocated some work. I used to deliver that work, go back home, that's all. And then as I said, I was using that money to have fun. I used to go out with my roommates. I used to go to parties. Used to have great fun time. And then, yeah, next day I used to be back in the office with a, really good, high energy, good vibes, happy. Mates used to love me because I was always happy. They used to call me nonchalant. And I love that thing for me. So, yeah, it went ahead. I was doing pretty well in that job. My managers were actually very happy with me, and somehow, since I was continuously delivering without having that blockage of overthinking, my the quality of my work was actually better this time. Because imagine it like this, right? Your boss comes, he says, Shruti, I want this work to be done by the end of this week. That's it. And he just leaves. Now you go ahead and you add stuff around it, right? That my boss came to me, oh my god, he thinks that I can only do this job, so I have to prove myself. I have to give my 100%, and I will deliver this work in this way so that that person will look at it and be so happy that, see, Shruti did such a good job. And how will I present it in the meetings? There will be that CEO also in that meeting. What should I say and what I should not say? Maybe it will offend someone. And so many things around it, right, which creates such a heavy energy around the work. And to be honest, you're just thinking about unnecessary stuff, which actually affects the quality of your work. You got something to do, think what you're going to do and how you can deliver it in the best possible way. Do it, deliver it, and forget about it, right? If your boss has any feedback or inputs, he will come back. He will tell you that, Shruti, I didn't like this point, or you could have done this better, and next time maybe you can make this improvement. That's it. End of the conversation, right? You don't have to go back home thinking about the same stuff again and again and bringing your entire energy down. Because you all know, if you are not feeling good right now, if your energy is low right now, if you're not vibrating in that frequency of abundance, happiness, joy, gratitude, you are not going to achieve all the good stuff from the universe. You have to feel good right now, and that is why you need to get detached from your work in your office, right? I will tell you one more very good thing that happened once I started detachment at my office. So, as I told you, I used to have so many health issues when I was just grinding and grinding and grinding to achieve my goals or for that running after that promotion. Once I started not even caring about that promotion, I literally was not even caring about the promotion. I used to get allocated some work, I finished it, I delivered it, and I forgot about it. I was never working towards a promotion. So with by working with that mindset, since the quality of my work increased, um, my boss was very happy with what I was delivering. And a very good side effect of that was I was not having any health issues as well, because I was not continuously ruminating on the stuff that I worked on, what people must be thinking, how I talked in that meeting, what will I do to impress my boss next day. All those things were gone out of the window. I was just free like a bird. Once I'm out of the office, that office didn't exist at all for me. And I was having fun, a blast with my roommates or my friends. Um, of course, and being so detached with my work, I was always in a good mood, having fun. And you usually don't get sick or ill when you are having fun in your life, when you are in a good mood. Even the sickness doesn't come near you, right? So yeah, I was all healthy, earning well, even got that promotion, and spending good time with my friends and having fun in my life. It was amazing. Let me give you one more example where detachment at your work can really help you go way ahead. So, in our corporate jobs, we very frequently used to give presentations to the clients, right? Like the work that we did, we have to showcase it, like we did this, how we achieved our goal, how we maybe saved some money for the company, how it is making your process more efficient, stuff like that, right? So, I used to have colleagues who used to take these presentations so seriously, because of course you have to impress the client, you have to have a good presentation so that they really get impressed and they say, oh wow, they did a great job, and now I'm going to give them this new project or maybe a promotion or maybe more money, I don't know. Since I was so detached with my job, whenever it was my turn to give the presentations, my boss used to come, Shruti, on Friday we have to give the presentation on blah 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 that we worked on. These will be the pointers, you have to talk on this and deliver the metrics or whatever achievements or savings that we did. That's all. And I used to do the same thing. I used to take the inputs, create my PPTs. I used to talk with the utmost confidence. I didn't used to care about what that client will think about me, how that client is perceiving me, what that client would say, like she is so maybe bold or outwardly or, I don't know. I really don't know, because I never used to think about all those stuff. And trust me, my presentations used to be the best among all my colleagues. Everyone used to come back and say, my goodness, the presentation you gave was amazing. And I used to think, I just prepared the slides, I just read through it, gave my inputs, and I ended it. What's so great about it? But then slowly I observed when I went back and saw my colleagues' presentation. What used to happen is, since they were so attached with, what the client will think, I have to impress the client, I have to say this, say that to make him feel happy, they used to get so scared during the presentations. They used to fumble a lot. Their voice used to shake. And God forbid, if the client asks a question, they used to die, literally die out of fear. And because again, they were so attached that if I say this, the client will think that. If I won't do this, he will think that, and so many things. So that is why my presentations used to be amazing, because I didn't used to think about all those stuff at all. If a client used to ask me any question, I was so confident to answer that question. And see, since I was detached, if I didn't know the answer to any question, I used to very confidently say, I don't know the answer right now. Please let me go back, do my research, and get back to you. And they used to be so impressed because I always followed up. I used to go back, do my research, get the answers, and email it back to them. Now, see, I have made such a great impression just because I was thinking about the work in hand. That's it. Being detached totally. I'm not thinking about what he will think if I say I don't know the answer. Nobody knows the answers all the time, right? Nobody does. How will you know the answers to all the questions that the client will have? And you don't have to worry about it. You don't have to feel less confident about it. You don't have to feel the fear of getting judged at all, right? So, yeah, this is one more example where detachment really, really helped me to achieve great heights in my corporate job. And you can practice all these things too. Just be detached from the outcomes of your work, right? Whatever you want to achieve, work hard. Really, really try hard to achieve your goals. But Don't be miserable while working to achieve that goal. Be happy, be satisfied, be whole, be abundant, especially be in a state of gratitude like what I have right now. I'm very happy with that, and I'll be more happy whenever I achieve that goal that I'm striving towards. But right now, also, I am happy, I am joyful, I'm full. I don't care. Even if I don't get it, I know there is something better the universe has planned for me. And that is how detachment works in your work life. So if you liked the video, please like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.